I left CIA because I chose my family. And when my son was born, my wife and I found out that we were pregnant while we were still on mission. We were a tandem couple. My wife is also a former CIA officer, undercover like me. We were operating together overseas. We got the positive pregnancy test, like so many people do. And she cried. My wife was a badass. I was like the accidental spy, but my wife was really good at what she does. And she cried and she was like, what do we do now? Like, it's what we've always wanted, a child, but we're in this thing right now. There's no space for a child. So long story short, we had our baby. CIA brought us back to have the baby. And when we started having the conversations about, hey, what do we do next? Because we're not the type of people to want to just sit around and be domestic. What do we do next? But keep in mind, we have a child now. So here's some of our suggestions. We could do this and we can do that. Let us get our child to a place where we can put him into an international school, or we can get him into some sort of program where we can both operate together again during the day. But CIA just had no patience for that conversation. There was no, family is not their priority. So the fact that we were a tandem couple, 2 officers, 2 operators trying to have a baby was irrelevant to them. So when they didn't play with us, when they did nothing to help us prioritize parenthood as part of our overall experience, that's when we knew that they never would. And what good is it to commit yourself to a career if the career is always going to challenge the thing that you value most? And that was the calculation that we made to leave CIA. Not everybody makes that calculation. And a big part of why I am so vocal about my time at CIA is because I am immensely appreciative of the men and women who, to this day, have failed marriages and poor relationships with their children because they chose national security. They chose protecting America over their own family. And they've done it even though it's made them abuse alcohol and abuse substances, and they've got permanent diseases and issues from living and working abroad. It's just it's insane, the sacrifice that officers make to keep America free. And I'm just not one of those people. I chose family.